Turn up the bass.
You're now listening. Yo, tap in.
With 24/7 access. Your tap in only.
Let's go.
On Tap In Radio.
Hey, yo, Bam, tell them why you the one-man show.
Yep, baby, know what it is. DJ Bam, the one-man show each every Monday from 9 to midnight. We gonna start off a little different tonight.
Away from drugs. Say, man, have you ever walked away from love? It's kinda crazy how we claim to what is bad for us. Now I gotta hit the road and try to catch the bus. If we're going half-half from the rent, you can get half of your shit. Split the TV in half before we calling it quits. I'll keep the kicks from last Christmas. You can keep the blender. I'll keep the cash. Better call your Uncle Asher and tell him to pick the fridge up in the back of the truck. Get your boxes all ready, cause I'm packing them up. You should've thought about it when they caught you lying. When you said you was hiking, but the homie said that he saw you driving at the spot. I'm too old for this. I should've cheated first, but getting played behind your back, you gotta be the worst. Just an episode, all in the day. Hear the footsteps of walking away. You gotta walk away from love, girl. Yo, man. I know we signed the lease for 1 year. Fuck yeah, you gotta get out now. Yeah, give me half of the rent. Half of the rent. Half of the rent. I should've walked away before it's too late. It started off with a bag and a suitcase. Next thing you know, she lapped her own toothpaste. How the fuck we get to this point from 2 dates? Looking back, I should've slowed it down and blame it on me. It's too late now. On the break beats, we can have a breakdown. Cause breaking up is hard to do, especially when the other person's a part of you. I beg your pardon, but they told me that my time's up. And I'm always the oldest cat on the lineup. Yo, but check it out if you think about it. Life kinda hits you hard, then you drink about it. And the guidance from above, I can't think without it. Going through a bunch of shit, I just spit about it. Just an episode of life.
It's payday, fellas.
Shout out to Candy South Circle each and every Saturday.
I know you know this my gym.
From 5 to 6 a.m. Unsigned Review.
What I have, every bitch that I bag, every chip that I cash, trying to get where I'm at, but you never get back. I know you know this my drip, my swag. That's why niggas trying to get what I have. Every bitch
from the top.
Yeah. I know you know this my drip, my swag. That's why niggas trying to get what I have.
Hey, yo, Bam, tell them why you the one-man show.
Trying to get where I'm at, but you never get back. I know you know this my drip, my swag. That's why niggas tryna get what I have. Every bitch that I bag, every chip that I cash, tryna get where I'm at, but you never get back. I done put a lot of fucking work into my conquest. Raps and B, you just gotta trust the process. You against me, I don't really see the contest. Now who would I be if I wasn't being honest? Fuck being modest, my mindset was all about the loot. Niggas hating like I ever gave a hoot. Hard work, nigga, I'm the living proof. And the birds wanna chirp when I barely left the coop. I'm hot now, roll around my city like the cops now. Niggas got down, guess they see who call the shots now. To be the man, niggas gotta beat the man. But I don't see it, niggas looking like they need a hand. I know you know this my drip, my swag. That's why niggas tryna get what I have. Every bitch that I bag, every chip that I cash, tryna get where I'm at.
I like this one, you know what it is, let's do it.
I know you know this my drip, my swag. That's
let's go, baby.
Every bitch that
something to vibe out to, something to vibe right here on Tap In Radio.
Where I'm at, but you never get back.
This is my drip and this is my swag. Why you hating on the kid? You should try to get a bag. I just pulled a pistol for and shit 280 on the dash. I ain't never looking back. Yeah, I'm done with the past.
Hold on, I got a couple niggas with some cases that need them a lawyer. I'm parking like Pippins and Pit me and Britney and check how I spoil her. It's going down, checking my tongue, got my bezels in order. And she sticking around, half a leaking out, and I'm slicker than oil. I got a couple niggas niggas with some cases that need them a lawyer. I park a lot pimpin' to pick me and Biddy and check how I spoil her. It's going down, just checking my chain, got my bills in order. Hey, she sticking around, haven't licked it now.
With one tap, you're in. Only on Tappin' Radio.
Hold on, I got a couple niggas with some cases that need them a lawyer. I'm parking lot pimpin' to pick me and Biddy and check how I spoil her. It's going down, checking my chain, got my bezels in order. And she sticking around, haven't leaking out, and I'm slicker than oil. I got a couple niggas with some cases that need them a lawyer. I'm parking lot pimpin' to pick me and Biddy and check how I spoil her. It's going down, just checking my chain, got my bezels in order. And she sticking around, haven't leaking out, and I'm slicker than oil. The way I'm in love with this money, I'm counting it up, gotta give me some more. The way I'm in love with this money, I'm counting it up, gotta give me some more. The way I'm in love with this money, I'm counting it up, gotta give me some more. The way I'm in love with this money, I'm counting it up, gotta give me some more. Hold on, what's the peace on the low, my nigga, I'm ice. Tryna copy my swag, I'm too dripped out, my nigga, it's pricey. I don't like my bitch too nice, on me like 8. Tell him made all my white. And it took a long time, no breaks, I grind and I know a lot of niggas don't like me. Hold up, blue fishes up blowing. Back to back system, made it back and I know it. Why you sleeping on me storm? Working overnight, making hits full around.
Let's get it.
Too hot like grit.
Once again, baby, you just tapping this DJ being a one-man show.
Got a lot of niggas pissed at the police.
Got a special guest stopping by. You know, having some fun with her tonight.
I'm a lawyer. I'm parking lot pimpin' to pick me and Britney and check how I spoil.
Ain't she like the twerk a lot? I don't know. I haven't seen the twerk a lot in the party, but
My
I'm
bezel.
gonna see if I can get her to twerk, fellas. I'm gonna see if we try to get her to twerk.
And I'm slicker than oil.
We get her to twerk. I got a new artist by the name of Tweak Nick. Tweak Nick, she's an artist from Newark, New Jersey. She's one of my new artists that I'm working with. This is one of her hit singles right here.
We got T on the track.
I'm talking real tweak shit. I'm the bitch that put the pussy on his lips. All up in your crib, real slick. You can't get mad at a bitch. Lips and I like
twerk.
Him. So I bust it down in the slits. Suck on his dick, dick a little bit. How he like it? I'm his new bitch. That's my dick. And if you want to fight, we can
Wait.
We got T on the track.
Like I said, she go by the name of Tweak Nick, baby.
We got T on
Tweak Nick. The name of the song is called Tweakish. You get it? For all my twerkers out there, all my twerkers, all my little butts that can twerk, arch that back and try to move that little ass. If you got a big butt and it's real, look back at it.
We got T on the
If it's not real, you pay for it. It's okay.
We got T on the track.
Hey, yo, Bam, tell them why you the one-man show.
I'm talking real tweak shit. I'm the bitch that put the pussy on his lips. All up in your crib, real slick. You can't get mad at a bitch. Your nigga giving cash and whips, and I like him. So I bust it down in the slits. Suck on his dick, dick a little bit. How he like it? I'm his new bitch, that's my dick. And if you want to fight, we could dip. High sit. I'm talking real tweak shit. I'm the bitch that put the pussy on his lips. All up in your crib, real slick. You can't get mad at a bitch. Your nigga giving cash and whips, and I like him. So I bust it down in the slits. Suck on his big dick a little bit. How he like it? I'm his new bitch, that's my dick. And if you want to fight, we could dip. High sit. I need a nigga that get money, talking 6 figures. The type that wanna ice me out, yeah, I can get with him. Spend it all on these draws, these pussy whipping them. Tongue slither on this pussy like I fixed dinner. You know he gon' bust me down, my pockets getting bigger. Cause I'm a real ass bitch, they gave a fuck about that nigga. And this old bitch mad, he left and took this pussy with him. Now he's so glad he supposed to pick, you see me in. I'm talking real tweak shit. I'm the bitch that put the pussy on his lips. All up in your crib, real slick. You can't get mad at a bitch. Your nigga giving cash and whips, and I like him. So I bust it down in the slits. Suck on his dick, dick a little bit. How he like it? I'm his new bitch.
She a freak.
And if you want,
she a freak.
High sit. I'm talking real tweak shit. I'm the bitch that put the pussy on his lips. All up in your crib, real slick. You can't get mad at a bitch. Your nigga giving cash and whips, and I like it.
Turn up the bass.
You're now listening. Yo, Tap In Radio.
Yeah, baby, you just tapping. It's the one-man show each and every Monday from 9 to midnight. On Thursday, my new time from 10 to midnight. Of course, weekends with Bam, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. You catch me on Saturdays with my homegirl, Candy South Cigarette at 5 o'clock. But enough for me. I got a long-time good friend in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Shachi. What's good?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I'll ask Shaw now because you want to need the cameras on. We live on the air right now. Oh, what's good? What's new?
Nothing much. Nothing.
What's
Trying
up?
to be a private person though, but what's up?
Try to be a private person. That's crazy because let's talk this private life because it is hard. It is 2020 and to be private is not the way to be. It's like you want to be, but it's not
But it
the way to
never
be.
works. It doesn't
because
work.
somehow, somewhere, you got a nosy motherfucker that's in your business, even if it's not true.
Right.
So how you dealing with things like that? It's crazy that you jumped that topic right off, because that was actually one of the topics that I wanted like to throw up in the air tonight with you. Like, I seen you go from, if y'all don't know, by the way, she went from partying parties to becoming a host to actually a party promoter. So you got to go through the stages
Yeah.
from paying to get into parties to getting paid to party.
Right. Which was like really a long journey for me, actually, because no one actually knew who I was at first. So, like, I had a longtime friend that actually pulled me into the promoting business. I
Okay.
didn't really know anybody. My father didn't want me being in the scene or anything. So,
Oh, we're gonna talk about the father too, because a lot of if y'all don't know, y'all see the Instagram, it is true who her father is. And I take my hat off to that man and salute to him because he's one of the originals.
yes.
One of the originals of the Brick Banders. Yeah. Look at that. Niggas like, oh shit. Who the fuck our daddy is? Yeah.
But I mean, like it's kind of like difficult because it's like when you're a party promoter, your business is always out there. It's always out there. People start rumors, they just start blabbing on, and then it's hard to try to clear your name up. So
It is very hard because
Yeah.
I don't keep what nobody say. I tell everybody, once you become a party promoter, you're like a mini celebrity. I don't care when motherfuckers, because the first thing a person would say about you, who they think they is, like da da da. Obvious, there's somebody because
Right.
you're saying that line, and you mentioned clearing up things. People try to spread rumors to knock you down, but it's like people don't understand. Sometimes when you try to spread rumors, it's getting you out there more and more.
right.
Cause you know what it is? Everybody want to go see who you is and see if you're going to snap back and this and this, that. So it's like, yo, it's 2020, my guy. It's nothing private. I don't need to respond.
Right, and that's what I actually had to learn in the long run. Like when I first started promoting, I was really young-minded.
All
Like
right.
I was new to everything. I like lashed back with a lot of things. Then I had to sit back and realize the more that people talk about you, the more people want to realize who is this girl that everybody's talking about.
Exactly.
So then I had to realize like, don't let me lash back and give them what they want. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let everybody see the real me. So everybody sees the real me, they're gonna look at the other person like, I don't know the person you're talking about. So yeah, the private life really doesn't work when you're a promoter. I'm really trying, but it's like
it sucks for us.
It sucks. It really does.
Yo,
it sucks.
And that's what I'm trying to get everybody to like, cause are you the first promoter that I have up here? Yeah. Wow. No, you're second.
No,
You're the second.
yeah.
You're second. But like, I'm just trying to get people different opinion on this because me going from just a DJ behind the scene to actually being a DJ and promoter, and also now running a whole production party scene company, like just doing mad stuff.
Right.
So like you said, it's hard. But then the biggest thing I'm gonna say is, and you already know, we gonna get down right to it, because it's also got something to do with private. Being in a goddamn relationship.
Oh my God.
Being in a relationship, doing this type of work environment that we're in, it sucks.
It sucks.
Because one, if we're in a relationship, it sucks because we gotta hope that our partners understand what we do.
Right.
Because obviously they met us like this. Two, if you're not really in a relationship and you conversate with somebody, but then when we go back to people spreading the rumor, oh, she fuck with such and this person. Bitch, how you know my business?
Right.
Because you see me with that person, and then you see me talk to this person.
Right. It's
First
just
of all-
like, mind your business.
and in 2020, you can't. You can't. Kevin Hart said it best. Instagram went from, oh, the cat licking the milk in the bowl, looking all pretty, to, oh shit, that cat just slapped the shit out that bitch. Like,
right.
and like Charmaine will always say, people like the lie. The lie is more entertaining than the truth.
Right.
And obviously, we all been in circumstances like that. And it's like you said, you had to show people because you grew up.
Right.
You was young-minded. And for a person, especially a female, for you to say that you knew that your mind where it was at that time, it's like it's dope. Because you have some female promoters who's still in that.
Right.
But relationship-wise, like how you don't gotta get personal too deep or nothing, I mean, but it's just like being in the game, becoming a promoter. How did that affect your relationship?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like all my relationships failed, every single last one, because it's like,
Damn.
yeah, like,
Damn.
it's
Fellas, you fucking up out there, fellas. What do we gotta do making us look bad? She said all of them.
all of them failed.
Damn.
It's more likely because being from, I don't want to sound like bougie or anything.
Nah, fuck that. Speak up. Speak
But
up.
it's
Listen,
like being
it is
who
what
I
it is.
am and being like the family that I grew up from.
Yeah.
I've never dated a regular person. Like I always dated like a producer or a DJ or somebody that has something to like bring something to the table.
Now,
or something.
was that the lane that you was going for? Was it? Keep it real. Let's keep it real. Was that what you was targeting? Like you said, you don't want to be bougie, but like, was that the lane that you was going for?
Honestly, yeah.
Or it was just because you was around it, and that's what you was
Honestly,
attracted to?
That's what I got attracted to because it was boosting myself up. But it was I found out in the long run it was boosting myself up in the wrong ways because I was dating the wrong people.
All right.
So it was like everybody wanted that guy that was like out there or a person that would like be like, oh, he's hood or he's this, that, and the third, but he's going to be there.
I need to date men like me. I'm just be in the back like this. Yeah, you see me like this in front.
Get you a BAM,
But on
dog.
some real shit, once I leave out that door at that party, this is me. Man, I ain't staying here. You bugging, man. Get the fuck out of here. See? Yeah.
Exactly. But it's more likely because a lot of females too, but guys, it's like not a lot of trust when you're a promoter. It's like the sections and the VIPs, the parties, and it's like the people that you're gonna be around, and
right.
they always want to like be like, let me check your DM, let me see who you talking to, this, that, and the third, and it's like, damn, why can't you just trust me for a minute? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bold female. I've had my slip-ups before, and I've actually flirted with a couple people while in a relationship, but I've learned from my mistakes. But
that flirting also willed them in to get to come out to your events.
Exactly. And
Because
that's what
I'm
I
not gonna
try to
front,
explain.
My personality, does it come out as a big flirt sometimes? Yes, it can be flirtatious. But I know, like I'm saying, I'm very bold myself. I'll tell you if I'm flirting with you or not. That's my personality. But that's what I gravitated and learned how to will females in. What the fuck? # ladies love BAM. I won't be running around saying that for a reason. So, and that was, by the way, before the weight loss, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I mean, Nick looking good now, even more. But, but I can understand. Like you said, we human. I had my fuck up. I had my slip up. I never really, actually, I'm going to say, like, I never really got caught because I never really physically engaged into it. Like, she seen conversation, but it's like, she'll start reading it. And I was pictures on everything, like, I haven't deleted nothing.
Right.
She like, I see you starting to engage, but then she started really reading, she goes, oh, I see how you like
Lean
looked
back
over,
yeah.
or you skipped over that question and ain't really. I'm like, yeah, like I kept it real. But like you said, we did what I do. But like you said, for a female, I thought us men have it hard. But I seen you female. First of all, shout out to all the female promoters. Y'all came a long way.
A long way.
People don't understand, like, from y'all just going to host parties, and I'm gonna keep it real. Some of y'all took a lot of L's at first, but y'all really stepped up to be like, nigga, you gotta pay me. Like, I'll do it, but you gotta pay me.
Right.
But y'all came a long way because now it's a lot of female. It's starting to be almost more female promoters than
a lot of males.
Males.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Like,
but I guess like a lot of females do make it out. I don't want to say like a lot of females make it more than guys, but they actually do because it's like you're able to sell more things than guys can because who actually buys the most bottles in clubs? Guys do.
Scammers.
And who's going to make them buy the bottles?
Females. Yeah.
So it's like that's where the whole flirting thing comes along. Like you want them to come to your party or something, you got to flirt with them, make them come out, make them bring the guys.
Have there been times you like, I'm going to keep it trail. Have you ever been accused and you like, yo, it's really nothing. But the person, your partner at that time was just insecure, like, yo, you lying to me, da-da-da. Because you want to know why? Because that's how y'all met. He just got lucky to really start being in a relationship with you. So he sees something that how, like, y'all talk, and he's like, yo, this and that. But you really like, yo, everything I love is nothing.
It's really nothing there. All the time. And it's, like, really hard to... It's hard to explain. It's like the guys know that this is what you have to do because this is how you get your money. But it's like it's just like, damn, like you're doing it.
Word.
Like,
It's just sometimes it is it's right for you, but wrong for me. I know, I understand.
yeah.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you just tapping in on. It's the One Man Show. I got my homegirl in the building. Now, I said we was going to talk about it, and I'm going to get to it. So, when she keeps saying the family that she a part of and everybody, yes, if you guys can see it in the face, I know it's kind of weird. That's fucking freaky. But you look at her face, you can see the guy who it is we talking about. DJ Tamil, you know what I mean? I'm 100 with you, like you said. I know there's dudes that try to talk to you just to, like, get on your father's good side.
Right.
How do you
Yeah.
separate that? Like, because I know you probably like, okay, then you like, nigga, you just want to get close to my father? What kind of shit is that? What kind of whole shit is that? Like, how you...
I mean, like, oh my God, it happens a
Actually,
lot.
being a daughter of a legend like that is dope. And it's like you said, you was in the cut, and then all of a sudden you just came out being this promoter and stuff. And so it's like I said, guys using you to get to your father, to become a brick bandit, or just to be under his wing, and to also your father seeing you do this, like how he approve of it. Like, oh shit, my daughter's a goddamn promoter now. Like, I didn't want this to happen.
Yeah, he doesn't approve 100% because of the fact that, you know, like how he's afraid of how bad it'll expose me or something. He doesn't want things to go the wrong way, of course, because I'm his daughter. But I try to tell him, like, I make my own decisions. I'm grown. Just let me live through it like you lived through it.
Word.
But it's like also comes with a lot of things, like you never know who your true friends are, be honest, because whether it's people trying to get to my father, trying to get free music or folders or whatever the case may be, or it's like someone trying to say, oh, are you going to this club, that club? Could you get me in for free? Slide me in, X, Y, and Z. It's always something. So it's like you got to kind of watch your back, and then there's always that time where it's like, dang, my father did tell me this was going to happen. I didn't listen. I hate that moment, but yeah.
Have your father ever, like, been like none of your little DJ or producer boyfriends?
He never does.
Well, he's a father.
He likes them at first, but then it's like, oh, Dad, I got to introduce you to somebody. He's just like, he like closes his laptop. He looks at me, and then he just like, well, how bad do I have to beat your ass this time? And I just be looking at him like, well, dang. He be like, which one is it? And I'll tell him. He be looking like, I don't know, you got to give me like a couple days or a month or so.
A couple of days or a month or so? What? God damn, Tamil. Know what I mean? But being around the club scene, I'm watching the club scene elevate, and I actually seen on your Instagram at one point you was snapping back. You was snapping back. I know it's a little old, but I always wanted to talk to you about this. Like, I think producers, first of all, shout out to Saucy P from Link the Culture. We've been like, well, he been like really getting on people's cases and showing them like, first of all, a lot of these producers are just putting DJs in front of their name and they're not real DJs. They're
Right.
producers. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I think they feel like if they put a DJ in front of their name, they get more respect. No. But like I said, I seen you snapping, telling a lot of people, y'all won't be happy if it wasn't for my father and this and this, that. Why you had a moment for a minute, like you was going dumb hard. Like what was going through that time? Like, did you feel like people wasn't paying homage, or you feel like a lot of people trying to say they was first at something and you was just like, you got that, but don't get it twisted. Pay respect.
Well, during that time, it was, I'm trying to remember what was going on. I think somebody was trying to make a Jersey Club movie or something. And they was actually like putting everything into it, and I started watching a little preview of it, and I'm just looking at this like, that's not how it happened. That's not the facts at all. And then like I saw my father was responding to it, and then I felt his anger because I'm like, dang, I remember the days where I was just 3, and we was downtown on Broad Street pushing it with his CDs. And
Word,
stuff.
I ain't gonna front. I'm from Jersey City. I remember when nigga had a little white label with just like bubble fonts or some shit on it. This nigga, I mean, one time he did one with with a Mario on it or some shit. Yo, his covers was mad plain.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't until like mid 2000.
Bubble letters.
I think it was like to 2005. He started actually putting like a picture of himself up there.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think every CD cover was like a background of like some bricks or something,
Yeah,
representing
something.
Brick City or everything. But it was like during that time, it was just like I was just so angry because it was like I saw everybody else was getting clout, and then I'm watching my Instagram my father's Instagram page, and it's like I see it wasn't. I'm being honest, it wasn't getting anywhere. So I was just looking like, well, dang, like how can y'all take credit for something that y'all didn't discover? Then I saw another DJ was posting on Instagram like he's the creator of Jersey Club. Ooh. So first when I looked at it, I'm like, no, I didn't see that. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna call my dad. So me and my dad like had a conversation.
I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna just call my dad. That's it.
I'm like, now I'm gonna screenshot this, let him know, like, this is exactly what I just saw. It was a huge, like, debate. Like, it was a lot of going back and forth. It was a lot. So I just started, like, inboxing people, and, like, I started making, like, stories, Instagram lives. I started telling people, like, know your history. Where did Jersey Club really originate from? Like, it came from Baltimore. Who brought it from Baltimore?
Yeah.
Like, not even, like, my father don't even take credit for everything that he does.
He just broke it.
He broke it.
He broke it. He like, it's like hip hop. Grandmaster Flash and them broke the whole scene of hip hop. So it's like your dad just made the name. Cause I ain't gonna front. It's like you got your dad, then you got $10. Then from there, those are like the main two I knew. Now like the biggest name that I always heard. Then I know there was a cat in Jersey called Quiet Man. I know he came over and started messing with your dad, and then he tried to bring him to Jersey City, but I didn't really plan the way I had supposed to. But then I'm gonna say our era, like let me see, I'm about to tell you my age. I don't give a fuck. I was in high school from 02 to 06, so I say Lil Man name started popping when they came out with him and Frosty had that little. I don't know if that was a real beef or it was just they both just happened to do the Swing It Virgin song.
Right.
But Lil Man elevated. Frosty elevated. But it's like Lil Man just took it to a whole nother level. So it was like Lil Man is who your dad was or it still is now. And it's like, I'm like, yo, that's dope. Like, it's like this is shit like the hip hop game. You got your old school rappers, the legends, and then like Lil Man would be like the Nas and the Jay-Z's now.
Right.
And then you got all these other people. You got Saucy P that came up, and he also didn't get his respect at first. And then, you know, his situation when he came out, a lot of people stopped fucking with him. But the nigga is a dope-ass DJ and producer.
Yeah, he really is.
So it's like, I mean, that club scene, I don't really touch too much on it. But when I seen you snap, and I'm like, yo, you really was catching heat for that. Like,
yeah.
I remember when people was like, "What the fuck DJ? I don't give a fuck who her daddy is." Like, damn, son, they didn't give a fuck who your daddy was. But yo, I love you because you stood your ground. You stood your ground. That's dope. That is dope. Matter of fact, let's get into a little commercial break. Come back. We're gonna finish chopping up with Sean Trees. Now, man, we also gonna get with her because she's also a mother, and let's see how quarantine done her, and how it's going on right now with school. You know what it is? Tap In Radio. Let's go.
Turn up the bass.
Yo, Radio.
Let's go, baby. Know what it is. Play a little old school club. Why not? I hate that new club shit, that fast shit. I hate it. I hate it. I ain't gonna lie to you. wasn't playing off this at first, don't act like it. It's your father drop. It's your man. It's your man.
Hot tempo, here we go again. 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 Hot tempo, here we go again.
24/7 access. Your tap in only.
Let's go.
On Tap In Radio.
Bust my gun, back or die. Bust my gun, back or die. Bust my gun, back or die. Bust my gun. Here we go again. Come on, bust my back, back, back. Bust my back, back, back. Bust my back, back, back. Bust my back, 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 back.
Tell them why you the one-man show.
So I like what I see when I'm looking at me when I'm walking past the mirror. Don't stress through the night at a time, and my life ain't worried about if you fit. Got my head on straight, I got my.
We playing a little old school, paying homage. We gonna bring up the day. We'll play some new Saucy P.
My life's just fine.
Talk to him real quick.
You know the hashtag ladies love Bam, DJ Bam, that's me. And yo, Saucy P, blow the fucking speaker.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Beat it up like
24/7 access. Your tap in only.
Let's go, baby. Like I said, new Saucy P.
Radio.
Make sure you catch my boy each and every Sunday on Tap In Radio. Link the coaching from 2 to 4. Oh, you got that Drip by Saucy clothing line also. Yes.
Ladies love Bam. Get 'em, daddy.
Yeah, baby, we back. Oh, I'm all the way messing with things. See why I'm the one-man show? I'm working the boys, DJ, and doing interviews. Sean Trees, what's up? So, like, you know, that's a little homage to the break band first, but then you already know we got to promote Saucy P. He's on the station. Right. Know what I mean? So, whole quarantine thing, like, what you been doing? Like, because I've been seeing a lot of people coming up with a lot of business, little black-owned business that's actually been success, like one of mine, as you can see. Welcome. Right. People with weight losses, people gaining weight, people just doing everything. So where did your mindset when this quarantine popped off? Like, what happened? Like, where was your mindset? Like, did you notice things about you? Did you start, like you said earlier, find out who your real friends are? Did it show you who people really was? Because I ain't gonna front. Quarantine was closed, but for a minute, I don't know, because towards the summertime, every time I turn around, your ass is on a goddamn trip somewhere. Talking about, we in the car, we out, bitches, let's go.
Yeah, so quarantine like really hit hard for me at first. Like it was like really boring, and it was, but I was still working during the whole quarantine because, you know, like doing, like being a manager is like your job is nonstop around the clock. So it kind of aggravated me because I'm like, dang, like I have kids that live in my house. Like I can't just be like going outside and like working and you have customers just constantly coming in. But then it was like, dang, at one point I was like, well, my job's still open. Why can't me and my friends do something that's, you know, beneficial or like making money? So we actually started bringing the parties to hotels. We actually started
I seen that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sitting here watching some of those Instagram videos and seeing some of those stories. I'm like, these motherfuckers is really having a party in a hotel.
Yeah.
And I don't see how nobody's not complaining. One, because probably nobody in that bitch. Two.
Actually, it was people there, but one of my friends was like a manager at the hotel. So we kind of got away with it.
So, shout out to them. Know what I mean? Because they held it down because y'all wasn't getting Airbnbs. Y'all was really at hotels. Partying. And niggas was pulling up.
Yeah, heavy. Like, they was really, it was so bad to the point, I had my birthday bash at a hotel. So I didn't expect it to get that buck wild, but it got buck wild. It was so wild that I had to turn my regular room into a presidential room. Wow. Then they gave me like a balcony because the guy was like, I understand X, Y, and Z. But then it started getting to a point where people was hanging out on the balcony because there was so many people in there. The cops actually showed up at the door. And it was counted, but it was like you had a presidential suite. And you had 54 people in one presidential suite. And I'm like,
damn.
I'm all like, I already took my birthday shots already. I'm drunk. So at this point, I'm like, because I'm lit. That's why you don't know who I am. I'm lit.
Look, that's your only excuse. Because I'm lit, nigga.
Lit. So then I'm looking at him. I'm like, what you going to do? Give me a ticket? I'm going to pay that junk and I'm going to be right back. What
not
you talking
even.
about?
You're not driving. You're in a hotel.
I'm in a hotel. So then.
And you of age, so.
Right. So we got kicked out of the hotel because there was so many people. We moved it to another hotel. So it was no stopping us, really. We just kept going. And we actually made a lot of money. Then, like, my friends started venturing off into, like, selling eyelashes and...
Yeah, I seen that.
You know, like, the whole nine. So I just been supporting, like, black-owned businesses,
So,
honestly.
but you kept the party. You kept the love. So, in other words, she said, niggas, I'm going to let y'all niggas know because the club's not open. I'll still bring the party out.
Yeah, basically. So it's been fun for me.
It's been fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I mean, by the way, if y'all don't know, a good friend of ours, both of ours, we lost in the beginning. And actually, shout out to that guy, man. I mean, he's watching those. He probably right now, sitting next to you or me.
Right.
Smile like, yo, look at my
laughing.
people. Nah, I mean, he also kept us together.
Right.
I mean, we had a little falling off with that. He's like, nah, bro, that's the homie. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So... Nah, I mean, we lost a good friend, not a friend, more of a family member.
Right.
So it was like, I ain't gonna front, I took that hard. Like, some people that was around, I'm gonna say names, like Fella, TNT, they knew. They never saw me. I deal with death different, but when it hit me, this one really hit me.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, before that happened, he like, yo, bro, we gotta start getting in the gym, this and this, that. I'm like, yo, let's go.
You motivated,
So I'm like, yo, we gonna do this, bro. And it's crazy. The last conversation I had with him, I'm like, yo, we gonna do this, but don't, cause he called me like, bro, you know I was in the hospital for a week, right? I'm like, what the fuck you in for a week? And I'm like, yo, bro, don't ever do that, bro. Like, don't ever not tell me this and this, that. And it was crazy. He's like, nah, I got you, bro. And then I got the news. I was like, whoa. I just spoke to this man.
Right.
But he's definitely one of the reasons why I'm doing this weight loss challenge, because he wanted it off. So it's like, even though it's my weight and it wasn't that much, I feel good because I'm doing it for him.
Right.
Like, I got the weight off my back for him.
And that was like actually one of the craziest moments for me because
Cause
I
y'all was
found
close.
out. We was me and Kyrie was
If y'all didn't know, they was like a karaoke duet team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everywhere we went, we was just singing, and actually, his favorite artist was my favorite artist at the time, Jacquees. So it was like every time, Jacquees, that was his right there. So actually, I was in the middle of doing a hotel party. Actually, when I found out, and when I found out, like when I say I broke down in the hardest way, like I kicked everybody out. Like I didn't care about the money.
Some of it hit hard. I will tell you that. Some of us, I know it. I know, like, I didn't really get a chance to reach out to you, but I know, like, I'm like, yo, she got to deal with it on her own. Like, we all had to deal with it on our own.
Yeah. And actually, when I found out, the first person that I actually hit up that came to mind was Fella, because I knew they were like brothers.
Yeah.
And I knew, like, I didn't want him to fall, like, how I was taking it, because I know, like, how that hits a certain person.
Word.
So, like, I was talking to him and, like, you know, just trying to, like, get closure, like, how he was taking it, like, how I'm going to take it. And then it was like, dang, after he passed away, then my grandfather passed away.
Yeah, I
was
remember.
like,
It was like, it's crazy, because that's when you originally supposed to be on the show.
Right.
And that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't going to front. That's why when you told me, I'm like, nah, go ahead. I'm like, yo, she going through it.
Yeah,
like,
it was, like, really hard, because at that moment, it was like that taught me something. That's what actually slowed me down from partying a lot, because my grandfather was like the healthiest person out of the whole family. Like, he didn't have nothing, like no high blood pressure, nothing. Like, he was running, like how you run every morning, he was running every morning. Like, and he was glad to get up and go, like, bet on horses and stuff. Like, he was like some old soul that was just like making money old ways. Like, I would say like he was a scammer of horses. That's what I called him. But then it was like, when I heard the news, I'm like, dang, like, y'all found him unresponsive. What do you mean? Like, I'm like, I'm not taking this. I'm like, he gonna bounce right back. Like, that's a fact. Like, he just gonna be good. And then I got the call, and I'm like, y'all lying to me, right? And like, everybody was just so scared to tell me, because I'm like, I take death like really hard. Like, I just shut everybody out. I don't really talk to nobody. I just took it really hard. So this year taught me a lot. Like, I guess it was hard for a lot of people. So
do you feel as a woman like you grew, like you could actually say you, like, yo, what's going on in 2020? Because you was a little standoff before 2020. I know, like I'm gonna be honest. I think like almost damn near the whole 2019, you was like, you dropped out the face of the earth. Like, you just disappeared for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
2019.
did.
Yeah, then like towards the summertime, you was here, pop out here and there, but then you would dip off.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like, you as a woman, do you feel like from the time you was like started stepping back a little bit from the scenes to coming back out to also like what's going on now, did you like find yourself? Like, can you really say like, yo, I really don't do this no more. That's not interesting no more.
I mean, I found myself who I am, but I still believe that I have a lot of learning to do. Okay. Like, no one like really finally like finds themselves in a spot. Like, you always learn and progress as you go along, but I could say like I said before, like the maturity definitely has grown. I don't take like a lot of things no more. Like, I learned how to walk away from a lot of the different situations. Yeah. And it's like, I've been piecing up a lot of like way back beef that I had with people.
Yeah, people, y'all don't know, we actually pieced up one.
Yeah.
But that conversation was weird though, because when we did it was just like, yo, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't even
like what? Nah, like, oh, all right, man.
Yeah,
you know.
like, you good. Like.
But nah, it's dope, because I ain't gonna front. This year for me, I grew a lot. I actually haven't been reading. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks because I'm always on a go. Mm-hmm. And one of my books I've been listening to is the Kevin Hart Decision. You gotta listen to it. It's on Amazon, like their version of iBook. I think it's called audiobook, some shit like that. It's free. Download it. I've been listening to that book over and over, and they've been encouraging me, like, yo, make that step. The reason why you're not making that step because you're still thinking about this or worrying about this. Don't worry about that. Like, the book gets your mind going. So I definitely said I was growing already before this, but this happening made me grow even more. Right. I'm starting to find me. I got to find me, or I don't want to say I found me. I'm going to say I found the person who I was trying to be the first time, but I got distracted by other things. Mm-hmm. And now I'm back on track. I'm back on track. But I ain't gonna front as a DJ. This shit been hard at first. Even though outside back open, I was actually one of the DJs who been turning a lot of those hotel house parties down. One, like I said, not using his name in vain, but because of him, because of Kyrie. I'm like, bro, I'm taking this shit serious. I'm not fucking with this shit, man. Because I'm watching other people's videos. Niggas got no masks on. They just rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Niggas, the funniest shit, and I tell everybody this all the time, this the funniest shit to me. A nigga like, yo, damn, son, back up, you ain't got no mask, bro. Like, you chill, you out here trying to give me the corona. Like, yo, bust me down on that mouth, son.
Right.
What?
What do you mean?
What? Hey, yo, I put it on the weed, bro. What do you mean?
But you want me to give you 6 feet, though, right?
Why? You want me to be 6 feet, but you just talking about bust you down on this weed?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so I would never understand this shit. But I was one of the DJs, I ain't gonna front, I waited. I fucking waited. 2, for some reason, DJs know this feeling. For example, you wasn't the DJ, but it was your party. See how the cops came to you? For some reason, in house parties, the motherfucking cops always come to the DJ. Yo, turn the shit off, yo, before we take your equipment. Why you want to take my shit?
Equipment.
It's not even my party.
Right.
I'm getting paid to be here. I'm doing a service like you. You're serving us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Serve that person with the tickets, not me.
Right.
But,
and that's actually like a funny thing because during like when Corona really hit, I was at a house party. I was invited to a house party. I was outside though. I never went inside, but the DJ was like DJing, but like you could tell the music was like really loud because you hear it outside. Everybody was having a fun time. Like it was like they had the first and the second floor, so it was packed. The cops came, swarmed in. They didn't even come for the person, the owner of the house. They came for the DJ.
Yeah.
They summoned the DJ with an $800 ticket.
Yep.
And I'm looking like, bro, it's not even like, y'all don't know if he was booked or something. Like,
Cause it's called disturbing the peace.
Right, like
all types of stuff. Man, we get hit with all types. That's why I was like, man, I'm waiting. But this club scene now, not saying you're not heavy, and I see you back in promoting heavy. Like, are you just popping up here and there? Or you caution what parties you taking on now?
Well, I'm really cautious now, but I do have something coming up.
All right.
I'm actually working with a guy.
Okay.
I had a party recently, but you know, I'm not gonna get really into too much details, but it would have been a good party, but you know, it's like Corona and everything.
Yeah.
So we had like a line all the way outside, like it was a big line.
Ooh.
And the cops actually came and we actually had to shut it down, but we're working in a way where we could work with the cops in Hillside, so that way we could try to.
It's in Hillside. Look where it's at. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hillside. Y'all gotta get them niggas in and out.
Right, in and out, and that's what.
And you gotta tell them motherfuckers like all exits are final.
All exits are final. So I'm trying to work something out where it's going to be an every Saturday thing.
All right, that's in Hillside at the They got like a hall on the first floor, then upstairs it's a
It's like sections and
yeah,
stuff.
like a little lounge. All right, I always forget the name of that spot, but
yeah,
they got that nice little size parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I supposed to did something there, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I seen somebody throw. Oh, so that was your party that you threw.
Mm-hmm.
I seen people put up videos. That shit was packed. Yeah, that shit was.
It
packed.
was.
That shit was packed, y'all. Shit. What's up? Well, our band wasn't on that bill, huh? But shit, let's get right. Let's be live on the air, right? Let's get right into. Well, I wasn't on that bill.
I mean, we could work together. We could talk, you know.
I mean, listen, I don't want the door. Just pay my money straight. I mean, listen, I don't want no door money unless I'm really 100% involved. Cause somebody try to hit me, they like, yo, I want to do something with you. Listen, man, right now, it's coronavirus shit. I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like you said, I'll be damn if I put my money into something. We got a line outside, motherfucker cops gonna shut this down. I'll be
Right.
pissed.
I ain't gonna lie. I was really pissed that day. I'm like, dang, like, I'm just looking like motherfuckers pay. Some of them pay for tickets in advance, and some people was buying sections already. And it's like, dang, like, but that's why I'm like, it's like a lot of time, a lot of aggravation into being a promoter, because it's, I don't know.
So what's up? You see yourself starting a business or something? Cause like I say, I see you. So those wasn't the outlash thing. Wasn't really yours. It was a friend. You were supporting it.
Yeah, well, I actually did try to do eyelash thing with my, yeah.
I seen that for a minute.
I was gonna do it with my sister, but you know, you have differences, and so I actually spoke to my father about it. I'm actually gonna venture off myself, and I'm actually gonna. I'm not gonna say take over his studio, but I'm gonna talk to him about it. I know that's gonna be a hard no, but I'm gonna start doing lashes myself.
Nah, that's where the money at. I see a lot of the females doing lashes. I see a lot of you females doing quarantine. Me Long wasn't open.
Yeah.
Me Long wasn't open, so y'all figure out that shit, do y'all shit yourselves.
Yeah.
And now motherfuckers got business. I ain't gonna front. I see a couple of ladies out here that's making some money.
They making some money off of
making
it.
some money. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
Instagram name went from public figure to a nail technique. Bitch, you never went to school day of your life for a nail technique.
You learned that off of YouTube.
You learned
girl.
exactly. Just because you put a little nail and paint on some nails, no. Because some of you females be having nasty toes and feet fungus.
That's a turn off.
You take care of your toes and feet?
Of course I do.
I never really see you have your feet out since I known you.
Really?
I seen like I don't tell you when you wear like shoes like when you got dressed up. But besides that, you always had sneakers or something on. Like,
Cause I'm really into like the whole tomboyish thing.
that's
like,
crazy because you really are.
Yeah.
But then you got this other side of you that's like, DM be flooded, y'all. Bet you don't. DM
It do. It really do. But I be like,
So somebody hit me up earlier. It was like, hey yo, you got how long you short now? I said, yeah, why? Hey yo, what's the situation? Everybody want to know your status because one point you was throwing up teasers on your Instagram, like you was with somebody but you wasn't. So they want to know: are you single, or are you just? I ain't gonna say entanglement. You just tangling. That's what we gonna call it. You just tangling right now.
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, yo, that's the like, I'm in a situation, but
I never said I was in a situation.
It's not a title either, but somebody got my interest, but he's pissing me off because I'm about to curve his ass too. If he keep fucking up, that's one of those fellas.
I mean, I'm not going to publicize anything because,
Listen. I know, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, it's everybody fucking business. I'm just saying, look. Listen, he ain't shooting the shot through me. Cause obviously, he probably shot a shot a couple times because he was like, you don't answer the DMs and shit. But, and obviously, somebody that's following you because he's watching your shit. Because the nigga broke shit down like, man, she be throwing mixed signals. I said, how she throw mixed signals?
I throw mixed signals?
He was like, yeah, because I be trying to figure this shit out. Every time I turn around, she with old girl, but then she with niggas, then I don't know. Niggas say he be analyzing the videos. He be trying to find out, like, who the main nigga that's always with her. Niggas do that. You know that, right?
I know, but that's the thing people would never realize with me. I don't hang with guys, so you'll never know who I'm talking to.
Girls do that too, though. I had a girl that's be in all my stories like, nigga. She around too much. She around too much. Mm-hmm. That's the one. First of all, that's my cousin. Yep. Blood cousin. No Jerry Springer shit up here. Chill the fuck out. Oh, man. Shantice is in a building. Real quick. Parent to parent also. This virtual school shit.
Oh my God. It's horrible. It's really horrible.
I don't even smoke and I be wanting to go get a blunt or some shit. I be like, yo, want to pull my fucking hair out. Like, yo, what the fuck?
I be ready to be like, you know how people just get their coffee in the morning? That's not me. I be getting a bottle of sangria. I be like, bruh, I can't.
Fuck, look. Fuck maybe that, the catchphrase everybody be using is 5 o'clock somewhere. Fuck that. With this phrase, you're going to be like, I need this to function.
Right. Like, I turned around. It was so hard. I was doing multiplication with my son one day. And then it was like, how do you explain how multiplication goes to a second grader? So I'm over here like, 1 times 1 equals 1. He's like, no, mommy, 1 times 1 equals 1. No, he said 1 times 1 equals 2. I'm like, no, TJ, it's not like addition.
Yeah.
He like, mommy, I think you need to go back to school.
Oh.
So I turned around and I said, well, you about to drop out in a minute because I can't keep doing this. And I'm telling the teachers like, yo, like, y'all got to come up with a better system.
Matter of fact, how did you even adapt to that? Because it was like September to December. Woohoo, it was New Year's. Just January, February, and then like, boom. Oh, come to the school, come pick up a tablet. This is that. Like,
right.
How was, because I'll be honest, with me and Miles, we was like, yo, what the fuck? What is this? Like, list link to here, list link go to here. Yo, they had like 8 links just to get the one thing.
Honestly, like, things was just really dysfunctional at first. Like, I was just looking like, okay, I don't know what the heck y'all talking about, but y'all could hit me up when y'all figure something out. But I actually had the teacher, like, actually email me things.
It's hard, yo,
and I was
yeah.
telling her like, listen, I don't need your little tablet or whatever y'all got. My son got a MacBook, so we good over here. But I'm not about to be having this screen open. I gotta have my phone open. I gotta have a tablet open. You send me whatever you want him to do on the email, and he's gonna write it down on paper like the old-fashioned way.
I feel like a lot of parents did that towards the end of the school year.
Yeah.
Because it was like, yo, and then it sucked because, like you said, your son has a MacBook. My daughter got a fucking iPad, MacBook. Spoiled little ass girl. Even my stepson, like they got it. So, but a lot of these links wasn't working on Safari, so we got to download Chrome. We got it on Fire. I'm like, bro, like, but it's crazy because there's some schools that was already doing virtual learning inside the school, so they was prepared. But some of these schools wasn't.
They wasn't.
So it was like I think it caught a lot of us all by surprise, and then us being parents, it's like we know we not dumb, but then we still trying to go to work, still trying to do this.
Right.
Then did you have that same problem trying to like email back and you like, yo, listen, they did their work, but like how you want me to get this shit to you? Like, what do you want me to take a picture of it or something? Like
that's what I actually had to do. Like it was this thing called Class Dojo.
Yeah, I have that on my phone.
I had to
too.
take pictures and I had to take pictures of everything. Like my whole phone was filled with like mad pictures. I had to take pictures of all his work and send it to the teachers. But they actually got better this year. Like they actually started doing this thing called Google Classroom.
Google Classroom. No, that's what I mean. Some schools already started that.
Right, but it was a hassle the first week of school because it still, like I said, you had to have this tab open, then another tab open, then another tab open. Then they had something called Freckle, and Freckle, it's like it's a website, but Freckle connects you to different things. So it has like pictures of whatever, like Google Classroom and this and like mathematics. So it has pictures of them so the kids can actually know what they're going on to. But it's like the login process. You have to like...
Yeah, they give you a weird-ass password.
Yeah.
Like my password was like strawberry school 12. And I'm like...
Yeah. And then it's still complicated because it's like when you wake up in the morning, you still can't just go straight to Freckle. You have to go still to focus or something. And then you got to press I'm present. And then my son over here like, Mommy, what does I'm present mean? You giving me a present or something? And I'm looking like, no. So it's like today... My son was doing like work, and I knew this question. I knew sometime this question was going to pop up. How has quarantine affected your life?
Why?
So you know what my son's answer was? It was like, I'm not going to blank the teacher name out, but he put the teacher's name. He was like, COVID-19 was deadly, period. And he just left it like that. And I'm just looking like, why would you put that? A second grader. Wow. He just like, I don't know how my teacher wants me to answer this. Everything is a mess. And I'm looking like, you're actually right.
See the chair you sitting in? I brought my 5-year-old that. She never did it. This is her in the morning. I'm out here, Jasani. I goes, this little girl went from swinging to on the Zoom camera. I'm like, yo, you know me, I'm on the camera like, sorry, Miss. I'm like, wake up.
Right.
She's like, dang, she's boring.
Yeah, there's still. Oh, you gotta mute that.
Listen, girl, she didn't mean that. Don't fail her. She's only in first grade. Don't fail her. She didn't mean that.
Right, and it's like they want the kids to be so disciplined. Like my son's school, they have to wear a uniform shirt while they're on Zoom. I'm looking like, you guys want too much from me. Like I understand the reason why I want them to wear uniform shirts.
Are you letting him go back?
No.
They're saying
my son won't be going back. It's like I've lost too much and too many people this year for my son to go back. I'm still scared because the kids are not going to keep that mask on the whole time.
It's not.
And then it's like the way my son is with hand sanitizer, he thinks like he's supposed to bathe in it.
Yo, I think we all having that problem.
Yeah, like, and it's just like he'll like squirt all of it out, and then he'll just slap his hands, and he'll just rub it all over himself. Then he'll still touch something and put stuff in his mouth. I'm like, bro, you're 7. Like, why are you still putting stuff in your mouth? So I don't think that he's gonna ever go back anytime soon because it's just not safe right now.
Now, if this whack ass orange toupee wearing guy stays in the office, and allegedly this vaccine that's supposed to be coming out.
Yeah, and now there's this thing now. They're saying that Pine Sol is killing it. I'm looking like I don't believe that at all.
Like you motherfucker, this shit happened in March. Actually, it happened last year, but this shit happened in March. And all of a sudden, you want to tell me Y'all paying $1 trillion of scientists to go in there, and somebody absolutely made mistakes there. Boop, Pine Sol. Come on, it's bullshit to me.
Right.
But if and when, hopefully this guy don't stay in office, once again, do remember, go hashtag tap and vote 2020, y'all. This vaccine, they said, oh, we found a cure with vaccine. Are you still going to feel that the same way you felt without knowing, are you still going to feel that same way if they do say they do have a vaccine for it and the world is opening back up 100%? Kids go back to school, don't have to wear the mask. Me personally, I don't think I will adapt right away.
Honestly, I wouldn't even take the vaccine, to be honest. Because
I'm
I
not
feel like
I'm not
everything
taking
is like they're experimenting on people. Honestly, that's what I feel like. And that vaccine comes out, it's going to take me a while to try to like, oh, I'm going to take it.
I actually had an argument with somebody because they was like, oh, but what about when you get the flu shot? I don't get the flu shot.
Yeah, I don't get the flu
shot. I got
shot
this shit
either.
one time in my life, and it's crazy. I actually got sick because I got the flu shot.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
So
and
it's like, what's the point of getting a flu shot?
I'd rather fight it off than to...
But people go, oh, well, you take Tylenol for a headache and this and that. They have to experience that. I'm like, yo, you're fucking with a so-called deadly disease, and you telling me that you got a vaccine for it.
Exactly.
Out the blue. Nah. I need this to really clear. Fuck the president clearing this. I need the FCA, AA, whatever the fuck them letters is. Those dudes to clear the shit. Not the guy who don't even make the final fucking decision in America for us. Congress do, people, if y'all want to know that.
Mm-hmm. They do. And it's crazy because everyone's like, oh, this vaccine's coming out, but you got to think about it in the long run. When you have a child and they get their 4-year-old, 5-year-old shots, those shots actually make them sick.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they give you okay, so here's some Tylenol or here's this, that, and the third. Why is this stuff making my child sick?
Instead of protecting
them. It's supposed to protect them. So what do you think this vaccine is actually doing? It's not going to make you immune to anything. It's actually putting it inside your body. And then it's like, let's see if you can fight this off. It's like we're human test subjects. I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. And they better come out with a pill before y'all come out with a vaccine, talking about a shot.
Right.
I just started learning how to swallow pills. Healthy pills.
Healthy pills.
Because motherfuckers will take this clip once I put it on YouTube and Facebook like, oh, that nigga Bam a drug addict. He take pills. No. Oh, man. It was nice having you. I want to thank you for stopping by. It was fun. Real quick, where can the people catch you at? Even though I know your Instagram is up there. Page still private, right?
No, my page is actually public.
Ooh, fellas, a page is open. They really about to be like. Oh, man. So what can we expect to you going towards the rest of 2020, going in the future? What's up? So you got the lash business about to start. What else?
Yeah, so
You should go back to school and try to be a teacher now, because since you don't want your son to go back to school, you go home and teach him.
But I did actually have that talk with my father too. I thinking about going back to college. I'm thinking about going back for nursing.
All
so.
Right. No, that's cool. Listen, what's going on right now? I always say I messed up. I love music. I love video. So my whole major was broadcasting video. But I wish in high school I should have took that auto body class, because I learned how to work on cars. Right now, shout out to everybody who studying to be a doctor, nurse, whatever. This is the time for y'all to get in there, because, all honesty, now you guys are the insiders. Mm-hmm. One of my cousins is a doctor. Even he been in the house. That's not even his field of trying to find a cure. Like he does shit with brain and shit. But even he been trying to test shit out. I watch him yo, cuz I gotta get this shit going.
Right.
If I could do something and change something, I will. But his whole mentality, I'm gonna keep it real. He's like, man, I gotta protect my family.
Yeah. Even if it takes an 8-month program or something, it gets your feet wet to get into that program.
Yeah.
So.
That's a dope field to be in. I see a lot of females, but you females who oh, I'm a nurse. No, bitch, you're not a nurse. You go in there, make sure the patient is good, and just check blood pressure. That's it. You don't even get the needles. I'm tired of these girls. Oh, when your nurse look good like this, first of all, you were just on the pole last night, bitch. I don't knock you for having a double job.
What's wrong with that? It's like
nothing,
after
nothing.
dark.
Listen, you know I work in the strip club scene, but they just be the ones who I like. I got a funny story. So I did a checkup one day. So I moved from Jersey City, moved over here, moved my doctor and everything. This bitch walked in. I ain't gonna front from behind. I'm like, damn, so I never got an ass on her. Bitch turned around, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What you doing here? She's like, I work here. What? Bitch, I just saw you last night. You don't work here. You a real nurse? She's like, yeah, I'm a nurse. I need to see some papers. She's like, I gotta give you a shot. You not sticking me nowhere. I just saw you taking your heels going like this on stage.
I mean, what is wrong with that though?
Because I see her as something different. And I'm like, yo. And then on top of that, I said, yo, you came on stage with gloves and nurse. I was like, that shit ain't cute. I thought it was a gimmick. I said, what you wore the same outfit from last night? Is the outfit that you was wearing on stage? Let me smell. You smell like Henny? You was drinking a lot of Henny last night. Damn well you gonna take my shots. Nah, but shout out to all the females that's doing that, bartenders and everybody, man. Who's nurses in the daytime, bartenders and strippers at night.
Right.
Great combination. Great combination. Oh, man, it's the One Man Show. We'll be back, all right? You know what it is.